Yep, I'm him. I'm the dude. I was the provider. I was the family man. I was the one that took care of the kids, even her kids. Okay, when I didn't have any of my own children.
Mm.
Okay, I held the house down, took care of her in a health crisis. She had full blown epilepsy, and I made sure that she didn't seize out and die many times. Saved her life, right? Middle of a health crisis. She didn't have to work for 4 years out of our relationship, out of 11 years. Didn't have to work. Whole time she was pregnant, didn't have to work. Didn't have a care in the world when it came to bills, when it came to taking care of her children, when it came to just little extra things. I couldn't afford luxurious things, but I did have enough money to afford some extras here and there. I tried my best, did everything I could. Only in the end to be discarded like trash. And 8 years in, she has a relationship with a whole man behind my back.
Mm.
But then when I find out about it and I call her out for disrespect, she tells me she did it because I would not abandon my kids.
What?
To be discarded because I was a good man. And then you want to act like she's such a good person.
Wait. So let me get this right, because I'm watching this and I'm reacting to it in real time, right? So she's saying that she left after 8 years of him being down, taking care of her, holding her down, in order to make sure that he saved her life, epilepsy, health problems, also took care of her kids, was a step crash dummy. But because he wouldn't abandon the kids that he had previous going into the relationship, that's why she got upset after 8 years and decided to leave.
No accountability.
I think
Acts
that's
like it's okay to wish death on you. Acts like it's okay to curse your children and
mm,
tell you that because you did not abandon your kids, that makes you less of a man. And it makes it that you couldn't keep a family together when that's the reason you left or didn't come back because you got put out for being disrespectful. But then I thought, it would probably be better to raise my son with his mother than to raise them apart. So I said, you know what? Maybe we can find a way to reconcile this.
mm.
But then, because I would not abandon my kids, you decide it's not worth it, or you decide, you're gonna discard me like trash.
It's a rough situation. It's a rough go. It's a rough time when the man decides that he wants to pick up the phone and talk directly to his chick indirectly on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube or something like that. You know it's a rough go, bro.
But it's okay because you know what? The whole point of this is to bring awareness to my son and the young kings and let you guys know it's not worth it. And I heard a saying a long time ago that smart men don't get married. Okay, just keep it pushing. It's not worth it.
That didn't
Not in today's society.
turn them into a
Not in
menace.
today's world. Okay, I'm not saying that there aren't rare people out there.
They're gonna be saying who
Rare
hurt you in
people
a
who
minute, dog.
value relationships and value communication. They actually value family. There are people, they're rare. And if you find them, you hold on to them, you don't let them go. Okay? Because to be done and to be treated the way I was treated for being a good man, being the provider, I had my insecurities when it came to dating women with children anyway. But I got over that because I felt like, you know what? Every woman deserves a chance. And I'm the product of a single mother.
I told y'all. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. A lot of these guys get into these situations because they feel like they owe society something or that they have to pay it forward because they are the product of the thing. And so they go out there and try to save the world, and you're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to get kicked in your teeth. And you ignored all of the red flags. And I told y'all about being a step crash dummy that in the end, all of the stuff, all of the money, all of the resources, all of the time, all of the dedication that you put into somebody else's child will be a zero-sum game. And at the end of the day, they still gonna be able to go and do whatever they want to do with somebody else. And it's gonna be another fool on the end of that spectrum that find themselves in that same situation, and it's a no-win game. And now they gonna say, who hurt you? They not gonna say, oh, King, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what, you was a good man and all of that. She probably got her own account, her own social media where she's talking about how leave these dudes alone if he ain't doing this, or if he don't, you it's better to be the villain than the hero. I hate to say it to you like that. It's better to be the villain than to sit here trying to save the world, because at the end, they're still going to paint you as the villain. Now he's saying F them kids.
Okay, my father was there, but my dad died when I was young. So it's like my mom raising
Survivors
us
are
pretty
more.
much by herself. And, I turned out pretty good. But that's funny because, leave it up to, the woman that discarded me after she has my son
Discarded him.
adds to the problems of the generational curse that young black men have to this day anyway. But I've got to teach my son how to never go through that shit. And honestly, I don't know, man. Like it's crazy because I have never been disrespected by a woman of another race. It seems like the women in my race, my own people, disrespect me
He
more
going
than
for a
women. And
dark
that is
mode.
the sad reality of it. I'm not saying that it's all of them, but every black woman I've ever been with in my life is disrespectful as fuck. And that is the truth. And that is the truth. And I have the receipts. Just don't be faithful. Don't provide. Don't give these bitches shit.
Dang! I ain't seen a dude come on the internet that goes zero dark 30 like this in a long time. Oh my God. This is why, listen. If you, if you guys are asking when is the gender wars going to end, I'm going to tell you never. As long as people have breath in their body, long after I'm here, long after you here, long after anybody else is here, there will be a gender war. We could have famine and feasting and all of this stuff, and the whole world could be apocalyptic. And guess what? There is still going to be, as long as a man on this world exists and as long as a woman on this world exists, there will be a gender war. You know why? Because all you need is for one person to be evil to the other, and then they're going to be zero dark 30, and that's the end of it. Is blackout season. Is his whole life, right? Because then they're gonna say, "Well, you got a black mother." Well, his mother wasn't the one that did him dirty and abandoned him or something. It's gonna be the time that he decide. It sounds like he's had two situations where he found himself, because he said that all of the black women that he's ever dated, but two situations where he's found himself as a baby daddy or a step crash dummy, and now he's in a situation where he completely is disrespectful. He don't care nothing about them. All of a sudden, they bitches and all of that. Yo, he off the reservation now. It's over. It's over. Any woman that come in his path is getting dogged, boy. No regard, no nothing. I don't know. He might wake up tomorrow and think differently. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.